Hello everyone, my name is Kim. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's topic, I want to share my experience in job hunting, applying, and interview for my first job in tech. If you are a beginner or trying to transition into tech, I think working for a startup is a good idea for the first 1 or 2 years. When I applied to big corporation and big enterprise as opposed to startup, I applied randomly every company that I could find. I got more response from a startup. The process could take like 2-3 months at least for some bigger company like Fang. However, for a startup, when they need people, you can join the organization as long as you pass the interview in like a week or two. That is how I started. So let me tell you experience about my first interview with the startup beginning of April. And then I got the interview after like 2 weeks. The first interview, I had a technical interview with two developers who are a tech lead. It went really well actually. They asked me a lot of questions regarding to my background and if I have any relevant experience before this interview. Doesn't matter if it's tech or non-tech because I'd be really frank with them. I didn't have a technical background before, but I work in like data analytics for my previous company, so I do a lot of data analytic work and presentation about business proposal. So I have experience working with developer before. There's some tool relevant that I can bring to the table, and if you guys willing to take me on this role, I will try my best to learn as fast as I can to new all of the skill and the technology in this role. Preparing for your interview verbally is pretty important, I believe. Doesn't matter what your technical skill is, because when you try to communicate with a person and if a person like you, that is giving really a lot of positive vibe into the interview, and I think you can feel it during the interview as well. The first interview, they asked me a lot of like technical question regarding to the tech stack they're looking for, so I can bring my relevant experience. I know mobile app developments. These are what I learned in the past. If you require some extra language that I need to learn, you guys give me opportunity, then I will try my best to accomplish that task. Luckily, after a day this interview, they say, would you like to go to the second round of interview with the director? And I say yes. I'm really happy to try to answer your question and getting to know the team and the company better in this round. I try to understand the work culture. So make sure every interview that you step into, do a lot of research about a company. Doesn't matter how big or how small it is, because we need to be respectful of the environment for your next job, because you're gonna spend like 8 hours a day there for at least a year in that company. So make sure do your homework before, so you have a lot of topic to talk about. And if the company kind of cap your interest and be in the industry that you want to work for, bring the positive vibe to the interview instead of just to go for the interview. I become a person who interview people lately in my current companies. When the candidate asks a question, what is your company's product is about, it's a red flag that they didn't do any research at all. Be prepared, learn a lot about the company, relevant skill that you can bring to the team. My second round, I talk with director, try to understand their cultures, qualification that you're looking for. When they already respond that, I tend to circle back my skill and my personality and what I'm looking for is my next move. Pretty happy that after like another 2 days, I got a response from HR. Congratulations, Kim, you passed on up to interview and they would like you to be on this team. We're really happy to offer you this position for software engineer at our company. And I was so shocked because that is actually my first interview in tech. Although I applied for like 100 jobs and I only got like 3 response. But when I pass one interview, I have a job offer. I feel really confident all of my hard work already pay off. My key takeaway from this conversation is that looking your first job doesn't matter is it in tech or non-tech. It could be when you get out of your college or university, straight out of school, you don't have any experience. It can be really intimidating. You're not sure like what the company is actually looking for. So my strategy is always just apply. First job when I was a student, I just apply 100 jobs, and when there's an opportunity and they look at your resume and you start getting an interview, you might don't even remember what company yet you apply. But when there's an opportunity knock, make sure that do a lot of research about the companies. And the second point is like when you try to work hard for something, the result gonna pay off. It might take longer. Your peer might take like a month. I might take just 3 weeks just for a new job, which is really surprising. It might take you 2 months, 3 months, because it quite depends on the market condition as well. If the market is really good, it might take us 2 weeks to look for a new job. But when the market is not good, especially this time, just be patient and study and spend an hour or two, apply for the job that you like, because you never know, the opportunity knock is happens really quickly. Another advice when you try to look for a job, make sure your LinkedIn profile is really clear. My second job, I actually didn't apply for that job, but because I built up my resume on LinkedIn really well, I try to post all of my portfolio and my previous experience and the technology that I'm working with, my skill that I can bring to the table. And when the recruiter find me on LinkedIn, because they're trying to recruit for some software engineer with React Native, all of those keywords kind of hit their search engine, it pops up on their end. So your visibility on LinkedIn will be really good and they can find you. My experience on my second job is the recruiter from the company reach out to me and say, are you interested in having a conversation for this position? We're looking for a React Native dev. And I say yes. You can be frustrated and depressed because you might apply for 100 job but you don't get any response. But it's just like a part of the process. Even right now, after having 1 or 2 year experience, everyone feel the same way. They might looking for a new job and it's really time consuming because they're gonna pay you really good salary as well. So they're gonna bring the candidate. I hope this video can give you a little bit about this job hunting process based on my experience. It could apply to technical or either you be a software engineer or just trying to look for a job in any other fields. And good luck. Let me know what I can improve and what kind of video that you're looking for. Thank you very much and see you on the next video. Bye bye.